And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Mick Abel.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Jonathan India at the plate. Just missed. On the outside corner, and a count 1-1. That one missing inside.
2 balls,
1 out,
1
base
strike.
is empty. And there's a strike. That one outside. 3-2 now.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 strike.
They say you win.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot.
What's a good pitch there.
1-2.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starter, Seth Lugo.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Just missed. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
That's the ball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Trey Turner now. In the dirt. just off the inside edge.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. The pitch. That one laced to center and a base hit. Coming home. He scores to tie it up. Throw cut off to second.
Comes through with the RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Fastball for a strike. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the third and final game of the series. Makes the catch. One away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And it one-hops the wall. Turner in to score. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Max Kepler at the plate. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, top of the second, here's the Royals designated hitter, Salvador Perez. Abel back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Foul ball still 0-2. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Vinny Pasquantino, the next to hit. That's a strike. Ground ball right side. Stop. On to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Now, Freddie Fermin. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Just missed. Pitch misses. 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Goes down looking. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And first offering is fouled off. Witt over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Two down. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Bryson Stott. Walked his first time. And that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. And a big swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that misses. And a count 2-1. Fastball for a strike at 95. Struck him out looking. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. There's the strike. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Garcia digs in now. And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And the batter now, Trey Turner. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Isbell makes the catch. And there's one away. Here is Bryce Harper.
The first baseman, Harper.
Check swing, went around, and that's strike 1. And ball 1.
Strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swung out, belted. deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A shot to the opposite field. It's 3-0. Kyle Schwarber will hit next. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Down and in, moved his feet. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, third baseman.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Doubled his first time up. Garcia. 1 at second. And it's a double play to end the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Dairon Blanco. That's too low. 1-0.
Well, these Royals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
That's through there for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Jonathan India getting ready to hit. Struck out looking his first time.
India.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
The Royals hitless so far in the game. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2. Swings through it for the K. Real Muto to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Caught looking his first time up. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Kepler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Isbell brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Castellanos stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And Castellanos is out. 2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we go to the top of the 5th, and now Salvador Perez. Abel back to work. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Well, these Royals, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss. He's now struck out 8 in a row. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Outside corner. There's a strike. Now 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Got him! And that's 9 in a row. Next to hit, Freddie Fermin. Struck out looking at his first at bat. He was late there. Strike 1.
No, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the speedy catcher, JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
India takes it in for the out. And there's 1 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And he's safe at first.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Trey Turner at the plate. This one in the dirt. Garcia. To second, there's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now here is Harper. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
It's through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. The throw in, but it's offline.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now it's going to be Max Kepler. Isbell right there to make the grab. And the inning is over. All set for the top of the sixth. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. That's in there. That's strike one. Inside, just missed. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Struck out swinging his first time. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Taijuan Walker.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now here is Michael Garcia. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2. And that's outside. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here in Philadelphia, and here is Nick Castellanos. And that's through there for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
That one not close. And it's 1-2. Whips it to first. One away, bottom of the 6th. So digging in, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 2. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball.
2-0.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. And that one sliced foul. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled hard the other way. 2 down, nobody on. And the sweeper misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 7th. Leading off, Dairon Blanco. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Up the middle, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
In the dirt, blocked. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And a strike in there. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Here's a 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Trey Turner. And now maybe extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. And now the 0-1. In the dirt, but kept close. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Man at second. That's way outside. And the count's even at 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off it.
And it gets down for a base hit. Flying around third is Turner. He will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And a swing and a miss there. Harper stands at first with one out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And they'll do it again. Back up the, oh, that got him.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So up next, Alec Bohm.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike.
No ball.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Here the bottom of the seventh. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Kepler in the box now. No balls and a strike. Check swing. He held up. And the count even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 on, 2 outs. Not close with that one. 2-2. India makes the grab, and that is that. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game, I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Yeah, and he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Out to short, Turner. Gets the catcher by a step.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, dude. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Schreiber back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Now pitching toward Kansas City, number 49, Carlos Hernandez.
Feel so dangerous when I become free. Even on days when I get lost,
Swings through that one.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Center fielder, number 16.
Next to hit, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 3.
yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Blanco towards the line, brings it in. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
1-0.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Ball 3.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's the automatic. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Blanco on the move towards the line. And that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe. Jordan Romano gets the call from the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swings and misses.
No ball.
0-1.
1 strike.
Towards first, Harper. He steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. And that one is inside, ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
The left fielder, number 44, Dairon.
Man at second with 1 away. Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. And a swing and a miss. Garcia over at second, one down. Fought off foul. Set down on strikes. Royals down to their final out. Jonathan India now at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Man on second, 2 down. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one missed. They're down to their final strike.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Romano is just 1 strike away. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout.